You build your first LangGraph chatbot, run 2 turns, and the second reply has no idea what the first turn said. You log the state and the messages list has exactly one entry. The most recent, the previous message is just gone. You did not lose it. The default reducer silently overwrote it. Welcome to the most common LangGraph beginner bug and the idea that fixes it. Every workflow is glued together by state, a type dict that flows from node to node. When a node returns an update, LangGraph has to decide how to merge it into the existing state, and that merging logic is called a reducer, a function of old value and new value returning a merged value, registered per field. Picking the right reducer per field is one of the first real design decisions you make, so let's walk the code. First, state is a type dict, your contract. Every node sees the same shape and a node returns only the keys it wants to change. Here is the default behavior. If think returns answer 42, that overwrite replaces the old answer, which is exactly right for a field that holds a single latest value. Now the problem field, messages. Chat agents accumulate messages across turns, so if every node overrode the list, you would lose history, which is precisely the bug we opened with. The fix is one line of typing. You import add messages and declare messages as annotated list add messages. Now when a node returns messages, one new message, LangGraph calls add messages of the old list and the new one, and the reducer appends instead of overwriting, and it even dedupes by ID. That annotated with add messages is the canonical agent state shape. You will see it in practically every LangGraph chatbot. Let me trace it concretely. A user node returns one user message, an assistant node returns one assistant message, and because of the reducer, both survive in the final messages list. Drop the reducer and the assistant turn would clobber the user message, leaving history with a single entry, the exact silent failure from the start. Other reducers fit other channels. Real agent state often has several channels each with its own reducer. Messages with add messages, a scratchpad with operator.add to concatenate reasoning steps, retrieve docs with no reducer because you want only the latest retrieval, use a metadata set once and never updated. The rule is simple. Does this field accumulate or is the latest value the right one? Accumulating fields need a reducer. Always the latest value fields take the default overwrite. And here is the payoff that makes the whole framework feel small. For a tool using chat agent, the state is almost always just messages, annotated with add messages and nothing else. The user question, the model's tool calls, the tool results, the final answer, all of it leaves as messages in that one list. The conversation is the state. An agent node calls the model on the messages, a tools node runs any tool calls and appends results, and a conditional edge loops between them. The reducer is what makes that loop work because the model sees the full accumulated history every single time the agent node runs.